Ooh. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Blue Clouds Media. My name is Nate Zion, and today it's very important review that I'm gonna make today in regards to Chelsea's Champions League clash, uh, Titanic game tonight against Borussia Dortmund, which is the second leg. The first leg was took part in Germany, with Chelsea lost by a goal to nil, and we all know how good the Blues perform in that game. But look, um, Borussia Dortmund have played 12 games. In all 12 matches, they've not even lost a single game. They are unbeaten in 8 away games. We should tell you that they also play very well when they play away. But this is not the away that you'll be thinking about. This is away in the English soil. Have won 12 of their last matches, which is it means that they are unbeaten. But today's review, we'll be looking at 3 different formation and then how we can set ourselves up to be able to go over the hurdle against Borussia Dortmund tonight. Hear me out. My name is Nate Zion. Like I said, this is Blue Clouds Media. Subscribe to this platform if you haven't, and also like the video. Make sure you subscribe and keep your bell notification icon active at all times so you don't miss anything from this platform. Now, let's get it going. So yes, welcome back again. Like I said, in this video we'll be looking at some formation that predicted lineup or predicted formation that I think if Chelsea look at it, and we might end up changing certain personnel and see if that will suit ourselves playing Dortmund tonight, if that formation of the personnel can be able to dominate the game and even be able to score goals against Dortmund. So in the first place, let's take a look at it very carefully. In the first formation, we'll be looking at this specific formation. And I know you guys can see it carefully up there. So we are looking at Arisa Balaga in goal post. Then we have Koulibaly also in there. Koulibaly in there in that position with Trevor Chalobah and also Fofana. My only problem with this formation is this pairing is Koulibaly and Chalobah. These two haven't played games in a while. Koulibaly is a little bit jittery and erratic sometimes. He's still struggling in the Premier League. But then can he be able to square up and play very well and understand each other with Chalobah, who hasn't played much games with? So in that standing, if you're playing the back 4, this is what we'll be. If you're playing with a back 3, this is what we're looking at. But in the midfield, a midfielder, Reece James playing as a right wing back, Kovacic in that position with Enzo Fernandez in the deep line midfield position, a DM position, with Ben Chilwell up there playing as a left wing back. It's a good thing. Modric, who is at this moment our leading goal scorer in the Champions League, is definitely should have a spot in that position. But here, João Felix, who definitely has been one of our best players so far, definitely have to start. But looking at the formation and where they start, João Felix, I'm not so sure if he'll be that good in the right hand side. Kai Havertz also in there. So if you have Reece James playing on this side, it means that Reece James can put in the cross, and Kai Havertz, who is an average and a little bit over, very good with his he's also good with his head. He can get us goal in that aspect. But then we can look at also another formation. Reece James over here can stop Guerrero from pulling out front, can stop Marco Reus. Marco Reus is not the Marco Reus we know of 4 years ago. Marco Reus has been going down, up and down with injuries. So I'm not so sure that Marco Reus can pull a threat up front here, but we know he is a good player. If you put the ball in these positions of free kicks and stuff like that, you expect Marco Reus will make that happen. Arisa Balaga also very good. He's been playing absolutely good these days. So in this formation, my only problem is Trevor Chalobah with Koulibaly. And also, if we have to put someone here, I'll prefer if we put Fofana in this position and put Trevor Chalobah in that position, because Fofana very good, and he will be much better suitable play on the right hand side instead of Chalobah. I know Chalobah is also a right-footed player, but then I'll prefer if he can stay here. Or maybe it's trying to give more solidity, more defensive attribute to Ben Chilwell over here, who goes up front, trying to put a cross and then be able to protect him. I'm not so sure about Modric's defensive capabilities. So in this formation, putting Fofana here can help, but then the pairing with Koulibaly and Chalobah will be a problem. So that is where I stand in regards to this formation that we have here. It's not a bad formation. It's a formation that can also win, but then we are looking for a team that can really dominate dominate the possession and be able to keep the ball very well. Mateo Kovacic is good at doing that. Then we'll look at the second formation. With the second formation, can be a little bit tricky. If you look at the second formation coming from One Football app, and we will be looking into that formation real quick as we have here. We're looking at this formation, and this is the one we're dealing with at this moment. We have a back four, which is James. James stays in this position with Fofana, which they have played with each other a couple times, and also Koulibaly in the left center position. You know, you can argue he can play that position. The back four, I think the back four was more solid defending than the back three. The back three gets a little bit cloudy, but you know, the Premier League is different from Europe. So I think if Chelsea should go with the back four, that would give them much more of opportunity for the players, or much more free will for the attacking players to exploit the spaces of Borussia Dortmund. So Hakim Ziyech in this position, in this formation, I say Hakim Ziyech can be a player that can be out of this position, because and also Ruben Loftus-Cheek is not that good defensively, playing a deep line with a DM here on the defensive line in front of the back four. So I prefer if you should have either Kovacic or Zakaria. Why Zakaria? I don't think Zakaria can play in, because I don't see him to be part of the future. So Zakaria, in my opinion, Zakaria will be out and put in Kovacic. Here, João Felix in this position is best. It's very good for João Felix. He's very good in controlling and also playing in the 8 or 10 role over here for João Felix. But here, I prefer if we put Sterling here, who can put so much threat to Guerrero and also Marco Reus. So Guerrero will find it very, very difficult trying to control Raheem Sterling, who did not take part in the first game that was in the first leg in Germany. But this time, we're going to end up having much more players coming in and much more free will in terms of much more players and much more better way to attack their defense. Because in this aspect, we have Raheem Sterling, like I said, who did not take part in the first game, who will be coming back in here to pull. Guerrero will find it difficult trying to stop Raheem Sterling. He might not have the same kind of players that he's been playing against in the German league that plays like Raheem Sterling. So I prefer on the right hand side, instead of having Hakim Ziyech, you should go for Raheem Sterling. And the third formation, which I think that Chelsea can use also, will be this one here. Let me show that on the screen real quick. This formation is the 3-4-2-1 formation. Also looks like a 3-4-3 formation with João Felix up front playing as a false nine. In this formation, I'm not so happy. I don't like it. Why don't I like this formation? I don't like this formation because the only reason is the back three, it's okay. But this guy here, I don't think he's one of the players that Chelsea would like to keep for the future. So if you're having a player who is not going to be there for the future, but then if Potter wants to save his job, as I'll say, why wouldn't you use Zakaria? And then also, why wouldn't you use Enzo Fernandez? Zakaria is very strong, also have the height for clearance in terms of a 50-50 balls. He can win you those 50-50 balls. Enzo, when the ball drops, Enzo can pick those balls up. Reece James also very good up in this position that can help. Raheem Sterling also have that leg very fast to be able to pull the thread in the left-hand side of Dortmund. In terms of Marco Reus and Guerrera, Marco Reus will not have that leg to be able to track back and defend 90 minutes. So with Raheem Sterling, we know what he can do. Very direct, very, very pacey, tricky, but then the finishing is what we'll be looking at for. It will be a very, very difficult game. Modric over there, it won't be that bad. Chalobah here, Chalobah and Ben Chilwell will also be good. We know Modric, very pacey, very tricky on his day. He can be a very, very difficult player to trying to stop in our attacking role. So if you guys have seen this formation, let me know what you guys make of it. I feel like, and I think that this formation can also help. But then this formation doesn't have our number one penalty taker, which is Kai Havertz. Graham Potter have made this stated that Kai Havertz is our number one penalty taker. That is why, in my opinion, he's always in there at all time when we're playing. No matter what it is, you're still gonna have Kai Havertz up front, because not just that reason, but also inexperienced Ditro Fofana won't be in there. Aubameyang is not registered to play in the Champions League competition, so definitely the first 9, Kai Havertz will find himself in that position. But he's also our first choice of penalty taker. So definitely Joao Felix in this formation, he will not be, Joao Felix will not be the guy to be up front. Modric will be the guy over there. But then it will be, it's very difficult trying to predict Graham Potter's starting lineup, because the team has not been performing that good. But then I don't know how you guys see this. It will be a tricky one. But then what I would say now, as a Chelsea fan and a leader of a community, or a leader that one that leads a community of a Chelsea fan base, I would say, guys, this is the time that the team need us all. It need our support, and we have to render our support to the whole team. Let's follow the team. Let's support the team at this moment. Graham Potter is here. He's not going anywhere. 5 years contract. He's not going anywhere. We need to show him our support, our love, especially the players. And I know if the team win, you and I will be smiling at the end of the day. So let's take it that way. Let's support. And it's going to be very, very difficult. I know Potter is doing things. He's doing a lot of things behind the scene in terms of if the game have to travel to penalties. And I see Chelsea winning this game by 2-1. Count me. I see Chelsea winning this game by 2-1. Come on, you Blues. Support the team. Come on, Leo Desperandos. And also subscribe to this platform if you haven't. Like the video. And also share this video on your platform that you found yourself. See you smiling again. Right after the game, there will be a match reaction on this platform. Come in, I'll open the calling lines. You can jump in and let's have your say. All right, see you guys again later.